Holidays are right around the corner, and normally the holidays are a time for connection, but they can also reveal hidden struggles in our loved ones. I want to talk about some of the subtle signs and symptoms that you can look for in your person if you suspect that they might have dementia. Now, these signs might not always be immediately obvious, but being aware of them can help you be proactive in helping take the first proactive steps into making sure that your person gets personalized care if you suspect dementia. So, first, let's discuss subtle changes in hygiene. Maybe you'll notice that your person is skipping regular baths, that their clothes aren't matching, or that maybe they have on two different color socks. Maybe the grooming habits that they used to prioritize aren't necessarily so important to them anymore. Maybe you might even notice that they're inappropriately dressed for the weather and that they're less concerned about their appearance. This decline in self care can be gradually overlooked, but it's an important indicator that there's something changing and that change might be in their cognitive health. This is a great time to investigate their bathroom. Maybe they're just not bathing because they don't have the appropriate grab bars or non slip mats in their bathtub. So just ask those subtle questions to see, is it a struggle to get in and out of the bath? Or is their memory changing or their cognitive function changing? And this would be much more concerning and cue us maybe that we need to start seeking medical attention. Next is inappropriate emotional responses. It's really not uncommon for people with dementia to display emotions that seem out of place for their situation. For example, your person might laugh inappropriately at some sad news, or maybe they get angry over something that's really super minor, or maybe they're getting aggravated with the small children for playing. These overreactions or underreactions can be really super important to take notice of because this can create confusion, not just for them when your response isn't what they expected, but it can be confusing for you as well. So, recognizing these emotional shifts can provide insight into their cognitive abilities. Another sign to look for is increased sensitivity to sensory input. Some people with dementia may become more sensitive to the lights, or they might find that sounds are too overwhelming. And having a house full of people might bring this forward. So, all of the children playing or the adults laughing and playing card games, this might be overstimulating for your person, and suddenly they're withdrawing or feeling overwhelmed. Where normally this situation brought them comfort with their family to be around them, but all of a sudden it's so overwhelming and they become agitated or they start to withdraw. So pay attention to their reactions in different settings. This can help you identify any small changes that might be happening. Next, let's talk about changes in language or communication skills. You might notice that your loved one is struggling to find the right words or use unusual words. You may notice that they're repeating themselves more and more and that you're answering the same questions over and over again. So if you notice that, take note and write it down. What was it that you noticed so that you remember and see if they keep continuing to do that, or is it just because they're a little bit overwhelmed with the situation? You might find that your person is also withdrawing from conversations or having difficulty following conversations. These communication challenges can be subtle but are significant indicators of cognitive decline. Finally, keep an eye out for difficulty with routine tasks. While many people look out for the obvious signs like forgetfulness or misplacing things, less people notice issues with struggles with tasks that require sequential steps. For instance, they might have trouble following a recipe or assembling items and become super frustrated with activities that they once managed with ease. So, as we approach the holidays, this is the perfect time to evaluate your loved one for subtle signs of dementia. Being proactive can help you better support them and address any concerns early on. Thanks for joining me today. And if you have any questions or want to share your experiences, please feel free to drop those in the comments below. Let's stay connected. Let's support one another during this time. And remember, being observant and compassionate can make all of the difference. Take care, and I'll see you next time.